Alright, let's see if this balloon is. Nope, I think the car is just that dirty. The car is just that dirty. So, 6 gen Camaro in the mix. Just looking at it, doing some research last night. I don't think anybody. I saw one big block car, a little sketchy video, crank up video. No, it's not being done a lot as much as LTs and LSs. So right now I'm in here getting ready to take measurements to fit the big block. I have already taken some measurements. This is for the T-top, looking at doing a T-top setup on it. Not sure if you see my mouse trap back there. Rats, mice, Jeffries, they will try to take over your project if you're not on top of it. So was going to go ahead and cut the roof, do a nice full painted powder coated cage, but have changed my mind already. Not gonna go that far with this car. We're just gonna get it nice, respectable, streetable. Okay, is an SS car. Drivetrain has already been sold. I thought about doing an LT4 on it, but I don't know. I changed my mind on that. Was looking at doing an 8-speed, and I think I've changed my mind on that. So I'm waiting to hear back to see if somebody wants to buy my 4L80E. If nobody wants to buy the 4L80E, I'm going to do a big block turbo build 4L80E. This has an electric power steering. I'm going to try to do the Volvo electric power steering. It's supposed to be a lot easier to make work, and actually it's supposed to be a little bit better than this one here, because I'm not sure about making this one here work with the car turned off. The other one, I've seen it done. You can have your power steering with the car turned off. So this one here, looking at electric power steering. Also thinking about doing electric AC. This one has a trunk, unlike my convertible, so I can do plenty of batteries. Thinking about doing plenty of music in it. Also, might wall it. We're gonna see. A couple classes want you to have full interior, so we're gonna see on that. But yes, about to pull some measurements, man. About to pull some measurements on the 6-gen Camaro. On the 6-gen Camaro in the mix. Going to pull some measurements and see how this big block wants to fit, just to be different. You do need enough radiator, so I am looking at modding. I'm looking at modding some of this here possibly, and being able to lay it down like I have in the other car, and then also utilizing the two. Let's see if you can see in there. There's actually 2 radiators on each side, so also thinking about utilizing those, so I can make sure I have plenty of cooling capacity. My street driven big block turbo car is what I've really been enjoying, in the looks and just the sheer torque that you have with a big block on the street. So that's the game plan. This one already has a stock tank. Would probably end up doing another fuel cell in the back, and would fill up the tank and then put a float in the fuel cell. And as the fuel cell becomes low, it could pump out of the regular tank. And then I have plenty of fuel. That's one of my issues with my my car right now. The tank isn't huge. I think it's like 10 or 15. So yes, one thing I don't like, the twin Camaro has a bigger tank. I think it has like a 25 or so. It would be nice if I could get, especially running E85, if I could get, you know, maybe 35, 40 gallons of fuel, you know, because it's only one E85 station in Dothan. So something to keep in mind if, you know, if I'm going to make it a boosted build. I also thought about doing NA. I feel like the big block built right with good compression. I wouldn't really need a turbo, but like just a turbo big block just sounds better than a high compression big block to me. And I know it's gonna make more power. So also I like hearing that, you know. So that's what's in the mix. About to pull some measurements and see how much room is between these rails. I saw a guy on the forum say, you know, if you just do a LT4 or LS, you know, it's just another LT4 or LS Camaro. It's a bunch of those out there. If you have the know-how and the want to do a big block, you know, you're going to be one of one, or one of two, one of three, one of five max that are actually doing it. Yes, the Copo does have a big block in it, but that's not a big block turbo Camaro. You know, I'm sure there's one or two race cars out there. I also know there's not a lot. So this is an opportunity to stand out, not only in the Wiregrass, but in the state, and, you know, possibly this side of the country, as somebody who's taking this build on. So I'll be posting it up on the Camaro pages and see if anybody else is tackling it, and then just see how many people hate it, you know. And then it's also going to be a lot of people who love it, and they've been thinking about the same thing. They just don't have the means as far as being able to do all the fab work themselves to complete this project, or they're just satisfied with the, I don't know, 1100 horsepower and maybe 700 torque. You know, I'm looking at getting, like, I don't know, like 13 and 1500. 1500 horsepower, like 1300 torque. That's a different feel. So, will still be milder than the Snowball Camaro by far, and a little bit over the Twin Camaro. Twin Camaro is going to be that 1100, 700 torque deal that a lot of the LT4s are swinging for. So that's what's in the mix. That's what's going down. I had to come look at this here to try to get motivated. Like I said, I'm going to be taking some measurements and getting motivated. The tariffs are real, so I just got to look at parts and see if I can make myself bite down and try to get some good quality parts for a reasonable price, because the markup with the tariffs are crazy. So stay tuned. Also, had some people hit me up about the MSD card box. I'll reshoot that video. I need to finish the all 462, and once I get it together, I just got the heads back from the machine shop. I'll try to shoot a video on that, you know, explain the 24X, 58X cord deal, and the cam cords, which are easy to tell. But nevertheless, I'll shoot another video. It's been a while since I shot the other video, and I know it helped a lot of people. So that's the goal here, to help you get your car off of jack stands. So yeah, I got to get mine off of jack stands. So in the mix, pay attention.